Hey, what's up? How are you doing? I actually had to start it and restop it. There is this weird thing that's been going on. So, a few people have asked me lately, they're like, please, please, please tag me when you put on a Facebook Live. Like, please tag me. And then, so I'll go and I'll tag a bunch of people who've asked me to tag them or people who I know watch regularly. And then when I do that, for some reason, and I haven't figured out the deal yet, but for some reason, Facebook makes the post private. So then I'm the only one who can see it and no one else can. But if I don't go and tag anyone, then it shows up public and everyone can see it. So it's so weird. So if you wanted me to tag you and you're like, I told Heather to tag me and she didn't tag me and you're all mad, please don't get mad. I swear I just did this. I did the same Facebook Live like 5 minutes ago. And then I stopped it because it actually wouldn't let anyone come on and see the video. So I don't know. The tagging thing is kind of weird. Anyway, first of all, super psyched to be here. I'm going to try and get on like 3 times a week. My weeks have been super crazy busy. Out of nowhere, I'm going out of town at the last minute on Thursday. I won't be back until Tuesday, so you won't see me from Thursday to Tuesday. It's okay. I didn't die. Somebody actually sent me a note the other day, and she said, listen, you're going to need to like shorten these gaps between coming on Facebook, because what happens is when you come on, Facebook says, Dawnna is streaming live for the first time in a long. I'm like, it is not for all those longs. But anyway, y'all got jokes. But I will try to make it a habit of coming on at least 3 times a week. So today I want to talk about, and it's really interesting because, first of all, I got some HPZ family on here. What's up, family? What's up, Lisa? I see you. What's up, Carol? I see you. Those are High Profit Zone family members. Family members are related to me. We've slept together in the same house for several days. I know them, they know me, and they are also on their way to being High Profit Zone millionaires. They've started in the program, and they're doing absolutely amazing. If you want to know more about High Profit Zone, just go to highprofitzone.com. And for those of you who are like, I don't know if I really want to sleep with you for 3 days, though. I mean, for real. We're doing something special, and I'm going to share that real quick, and then I'm going to talk to you about the BS story. I mean, total bullshit story that I found that most people tell themselves. That, quite honestly, when I kind of was hanging out, there's this group of people that are, I mean, they're literal billionaires, and I coach a couple of them, that they do not think this way at all. In fact, the way they think is quite interesting and quite unique. And I found that it stretches all the way down to from billionaires to millionaires to people who are just super successful entrepreneurs. There's this story that one group of people tells themselves, let's call them the 99 percenters, that the 1 percenters do not tell themselves. In fact, they do this really simple thing to change the narrative. And so I'm going to tell you exactly what that is because it's so powerful. And I'm not going to even sit here and go, and I came up with that. No, I didn't even know it was something that I did until another question had been asked of me of someone else. And I was like, oh shit, I do it too. I didn't even notice it. So I'm definitely going to share that with you. But I had a whole bunch of people that asked me about, they're like, Dawnna, I have a business. I'm doing well in my business. I don't think I necessarily need the mastery program. So I don't need the 9-10 week program, or I'm not ready to make that kind of investment, but I do want to know how to do better sales and marketing what I do have. So in the business that I do have, I want to make enough money. So when I'm ready for the mastery program, at least I can afford it. And they asked me specifically to put on a sales and marketing program. So I'm putting on a rainmaking sales. So it's all about that closing conversations, how to make that sales, and a marketing program. And so it's 2 days. It is in Orlando. It's November 21st and 22nd. Early bird rate is only $1,250. That's it. Early bird rate is $1,250. It's for 2 days. And it is literally how do we actually turn up the heat on your marketing? And it's not this shit that you read all over the place that everybody's doing. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to go and create a shit ton of funnels and send out emails every damn day. And no, we're going to talk about attraction marketing and not law of attraction marketing. Like if you think about marketing real well, people will show up. Not that shit. We're going to talk about how to do real marketing for real people like you, like me, like real people who we actually got to run a business, and we got to go to, some of us have jobs and we don't have time to be on social media, Instagram every day. And we're not trying to, have people in the bathroom watching us put on makeup, but we still got to do sales and marketing. So it's like sales and marketing for real people, like how I do sales and marketing, like real people sales and marketing. And then deal closing conversations. How do you go from marketing to putting people in your funnel, creating the opportunities, closing the deal, how to pick your customers and how to charge the right amount, how to get paid. So the whole thing from a sales and marketing perspective, and that's something that's going to take you like 1,000 years. Not that crap either, because that drives me crazy. People are like, oh my God, they told me to do this whole funnel thing, and once I have 8,757,000 people, then maybe one day I too can make a sale. That's bullshit. I'm not talking about you got to go build up no 10,000 person list. None of that crap. No. Look, I'm lazy when it comes down to sales and marketing. So this is going to be the lazy man's guide to sales and marketing. The lazy diva's guide to sales and marketing. It's called Rainmaking Sales and Attraction Marketing. So if you go to High Profit Sales right now, you'll see it November 21st and 22nd in Orlando. Everything about the hotel and everything where it's located is all there. Rainmaking Sales and Attraction Marketing, November 21st and 22nd. That's when that is. If you're interested in it, you can either go and sign up right there, or you can send me a note, or just put marketing. I'm sorry, put attraction, not marketing. Put attraction in the comments, and I'll do the rest. So if you put attraction in the comments, I'll do the rest. I'll reach out to you and everything. And there is a payment plan. So if you're like, well, I don't have $1,200 right now, but I still want my spot, you'll get your spot. Anyway, so that's coming up November 21st, 22nd. Let me talk to you about the bullshit story that 99% of the people, quite honestly, tell themselves. That I'm not kidding you. When you talk to these wealthy people and these entrepreneurs that are super successful, they do not tell themselves this story, and it is amazing. So I will admit that this sparked from something that Carol Clark, High Profit Zone family member, that Carol Clark asked me. So we were having this whole conversation while we were doing a coaching call, but this thing came up in regards to houses. I think we were talking about houses. And I told her, back in the day, one of the things I used to like to do was pimp my ride, right? And I said, and not just my ride, like me and my husband, that's what we did. We used to, for fun, we would pimp rides, right? And I said, but I wasn't really, believe it or not, I wasn't about getting my hands greasy. So I was like, yeah, no, all this is good, but I'm not interested. And then I got into houses. So then I got really into how do I buy, update, and flip houses. And I did that for a while, just as, again, it was more of a hobby than anything else. And so we started talking about things like, putting in floors. And so I know how to put in wood floors. Specifically, I like putting in bamboo floating floors more than anything else with a glue down upstairs. We talked about putting in floors. I told her, I'm like, girl, I dropped tile. Let me tell you something about putting in tile. There is nothing worse than putting in 50-pound marble tiles. Oh my God, that is God saying that he hates you, because you put in a 24 or 36-inch marble tile. Each tile itself weighs like 50 pounds. They're so heavy. And then you have to butt them up, and then they have to be balanced. I said, and it is back-breaking work. And then I said, and then putting in kitchens. Like, my favorite is putting in kitchens and bathroom and doing all the plumbing and all that other stuff. And so we started talking about this stuff. And she's like, when you say you did it, you mean you designed it? And I'm like, no. I'm like I got a nail gun, right? I got a wet saw. I had like all the tools, I used to put in garages. I said, and this was stuff that I did as a hobby. This was fun for me. I'd take out kitchen cabinets in a heartbeat and put in some more kitchen cabinets, and they'll be level and beautiful and gorgeous. Come and redesign your entire kitchen. And she's just like, what? She goes, you're saying you're hiring people. I'm like, no. I said, no, I hire people now because I don't ever want to put in anybody else's floors again. I said, but here's an example. When I was married, my husband came home one weekend, and where he came home one day after work, and he's looking at the garbage pile out front, and he's like, you know what? It looks like there's a set of stairs out on our garbage pile. And I'm like, I know, right? And he came in the house, and there were no stairs to go upstairs because I had taken out the stairs. And he's like, why in the hell did you take the stairs out? And I said, well, what had happened was our dog had gotten sick on the stairs, and we had carpet on the stairs, and I know there's no way to really get that out. So I took the carpet off of the stairs because I was going to change them out to wood stairs anyway. I said, but then once I took the carpet off the stairs and looked at the wood, and I was trying to see whether the wood was salvageable, I really ended up not liking that wood. So I decided that I was going to build my own stringer and treads and risers, and I was just going to build my own staircase. And he was like, so how am I supposed to get upstairs? And I'm like, you got a ladder, right? And so that was my answer, right? Like, got a ladder, you can get upstairs. And he was like, okay, so I guess what we're doing this weekend is we're building stairs. And I'm like, yeah, we had these U-shaped stairs with the landing. So, but that was like, my whole attitude was like, what's the big deal? So Carol said to me, she goes, do you even hear, like, no, I can't do that, or no, you can't do that? She goes, do you understand or hear the word no at all? Do you hear it? Right? And I know Carol's on here because she'll get a little chuckle, because I was like, no, not really. Right? And so she was just like, you really don't hear the word no. And I'm like, no, I don't. And she said, her question was, why not? Right? She goes, why don't you hear that? And I said, well, the reason that I don't hear it, by the way, is because I remember when I was little, this thing that my grandmother told me. I was saying something that I couldn't do, right? And I think it was something as simple as, I had to sing at church, and I was like, I can't, because I've never liked my voice, even though I've had people tell me I can sing. I've never liked it. And so she was just like, and I was like, I can't sing in front of all those people. I can't do it. And my grandmother went and she grabbed me and she put me in front of the mirror and she goes, let me tell you something that you need to hear, and you need to hear it right now. She said, all your life, all of the world is going to tell you no. They're going to tell you no because you're Black, Italian, and Jamaican. They're going to tell you no because you have curly hair. They're going to tell you no because you have hazel eyes. They're going to tell you no because you basically have a vajayjay, because you're a woman. They're going to tell you no because you're too tall. And they're going to tell you no because you're too short. And they're going to tell you no because you're too curvy. They're going to tell you no because you're too straight. They're going to tell you no because you're too pretty. They're going to tell you no because you're too ugly. The world is going to find 1,000 reasons to tell your ass no. So do never, ever, ever, do not let the woman in the mirror ever tell you no. Instead, what she should be asking you is how. How can we make it happen? And I always believe that, right? Like, she said that to me. I am not kidding. I must have been like 6 or 7 or 8 years old. And so I always believe. So when people tell me, well, I can't do it because I don't have the money right now, the fact that I'm like, that's not a good excuse. There is always a how. If you reframe the damn question, how? And it was so funny because when here it is, I'm coaching like these people who are millionaires and billionaires, and I'm wondering, like, well, what is your mindset? Like, how do y'all think? And you know what? They say the following: there is always a way. There's always a way. If you want it bad enough, you'll make that way. Straight up, all the time. They make that way, right? And oh my God, Lizzo. That is a great one. Michael just brought up Lizzo. Lizzo said, it was on, I don't know if you guys watched MTV Awards last night, but Lizzo is on MTV Awards. Now, if y'all see Lizzo is not petite by a long shot. In fact, Lizzo is a heavy set Black chick, okay? And Lizzo was told no all the time. All the time. Everybody told Lizzo no. Lizzo was on MTV last night and she basically had on lingerie. And she had women of all shapes and sizes on stage in lingerie. And her whole thing is, you know what? The whole world is going to tell you, is going to come up with 1,000 reasons not to love you. You need to come up with just one to love yourself. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about. So my grandmother always made it crystal clear. The world is going to give you is going to find a million reasons to say no to you. And she goes, and by the way, they're not going to even be reasons. They're going to be bullshit excuses. There's going to be bullshit excuse after bullshit excuse after bullshit excuse on why someone should say no to you. No, you can't. And then they're just going to list it. No, you can't because you don't. Oh, my favorite was when no, you can't because you don't have, a doctorate. No, you can't because you don't have, your master's. No, you can't because you don't have your bachelor's. No, you can't. She goes, honey, if you believe in all the no you can'ts, then you never will. So what you need to do is you need to ask yourself, not no. You never should say no. You should never look in the mirror and say, no, I can't. She goes, even if the timing is not right, then what you say to yourself, when. So how and when. And it just changes the mindset of everything that you do and everything that is possible. And that's what we really have to do. It's changing our mindset first. I can teach you everything in the world, but if you stick in your head that you hate to do something, I get people all the time. I don't like, Dawnna, I'm not good on video. I don't like to be on video. Listen, you go look at my Facebook channel right now. You roll all the way back to the early shit. Guess what? You'll see somebody who fucking hated being on video. Hated it. Could not stand it. Thought I sucked at it. Would never do it again. Right? Absolutely hated it. And now people tell me, it's like, I don't know how you do it. You get on video and it's just like, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, because you know what? I needed to stop telling myself how I need to change my mindset. I needed to stop saying, oh my God, I get on video and I hate it. Okay, if I keep saying that, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to get on the video and I'm going to hate it. So you know what I do instead? I get on the video before I get on the video and I'm like, this ain't going to suck. I'm going to get on, I'm going to rock this shit. I'm going to lay it down. I'm going to do that thing because you know what? I just took the DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that chick. Anyway, I have to get out of my head. Y'all think I'm kidding me. Before I get on stage, I have to pump myself up. I have to be the chick in the mirror going, you are the baddest chick in the world and you can do it. You can do it, girl. You know what? They didn't hire you because you look like them. They hired you because you don't. They didn't hire you because you know more than them. They hired you because you know something different than they do. See, I don't need to be the smartest person in the room. I just have to know something a little different than they do. That's it. And so I have to pump myself up. I am not trying to be better than everybody in the world. I am trying to be different because different can't be caught. Better can. And so it's all I'm saying is, the excuses that you're using, you are creating your own roadblocks when you say, I can't do this, or I'm so tired. It's the negative bullshit ass stories that we tell ourselves all the time. We say, you know what? I have this problem, or I don't do it like that. I get people all the time that I coach and they say, well, Dawnna, I'm just not as smart as you. You know what? You didn't hire me as a coach because you were smart as me. You hired me as a coach because I think different from you. The reason that I'm as successful as I am is because I don't think like 99% of the people. If I did, why the fuck would you hire me? Because there's a lot of more people out there that's cheaper. You hire me because you know what? I think different. I see things differently, and I want to help you be different because different can't be caught. Different can't be caught. Different cannot be caught. I am not kidding you. People sit there and they look at different, like, I don't even know how the hell they doing that. I'm not going after that. Somebody doing something better, oh, you can catch better. You can catch better. Look, you can run a 4.40, but if my ass run it faster, I just caught you. So you might be better, but if you run that shit a little different than I do, I'll be like, I don't even know how. I don't even know how. Like, how is that happening? Different. Different is what we're talking about. So it's one of those things where you have to take a moment and you have to stop telling yourself the bullshit stories first. Because guess what? If you don't stop telling yourself the bullshit stories, everybody else gonna keep telling you. I double dog dare somebody to tell me some shit I can't do. I'd be like, for real? Yes, I can. And it's not that I don't have fears. Let's get that straight. I got fears. I am 100%, no questions asked, afraid of heights. That didn't stop my ass from going over Niagara Falls like it was nothing on a zip line. You know, did my heart beat out of my chest. But at the end of the day, I didn't die. And if I fell, it was going to be pretty epic because I'd have been on damn news. I'm scared of fish. I am so scared of sea life. Like, y'all think I'm playing when I say I'm scared of sea life? I am scared of sea life, right? But if I told myself I can't do that because I'm afraid, I wouldn't do it. So you know what I do? I snorkel and scuba as often as I get a chance. I was over in freaking Turks and Caicos, clear blue water. You can see all the shit up in there. All of it. Boom. jump right in there, right? So you have to make sure that you're not telling yourself the bullshit stories that the world is going to tell you. Yeah, they got all those motivational quotes out there and you can read them every day, but you have to believe them. You have to listen to stuff, you know, stop listening to the things every day that fill your head with negativity and bullshit. You got to be the person in the mirror telling you that you can do that shit. I had this chick that wanted to come to High Profit Zone at the beginning of the year. It is quite honestly one of my favorite stories. Here it is. She doesn't have the money. She's a single mom. She's like busting it by herself. And she straight up says, I don't have the money. Here's $500. I said, I don't think you know how no money works. Right? And she said, no, I don't have it. She goes, but I'm going to put the deposit. And I always do that, by the way. I always try to make my deposit so low that at the very least, you can at least get started. Right? So I try to make my deposit so low so you can at least get in. So she's like, I don't have the money. Boom, here's $500. So then she goes and she puts in $500. She goes, now I don't know how I'm going to come up with the rest with it, but I'm sure that if I can get started with coaching with you, I will. And she did. That's what I'm talking about. It is recognizing that listen, I say this all the time. If you're not willing to invest in yourself, if you're not willing to invest in your entrepreneurial business, then stop wasting the time of entrepreneurs who risked it all to invest in theirs. Because they did it. They took the chance because they did not believe the bullshit stories that are out there. So next time you say, I can't, next time you say you can't, change the narrative. Say, how? I talked to somebody the other day. They actually sent me a note and they're like, oh my God, I wish, exactly what they said, I wish you would put on a high profit, that you would do something just on sales and marketing. Because I really want to know how you do sales and marketing. I have no idea how you get on the phone and you sell a $6,000, $7,500 package on the phone and you sell out. Like, you sell out. How do you do that? Right? And you're like, and you're selling to regular people. How do you do that? I just wish you do something like that. Like you did a boot camp for it. And I was like, okay. So legit, I went and put up, and you guys go look at my feed, you'll see it. I put up something that had three things. Which one of these three things do you want? Do you want sales? Do you want marketing? Or do you want to know how to be a speaker? Tell me which one you want. Overwhelmingly, people came back and said, I want sales and marketing. How to be a speaker came up really low. Like, I think it got 1 vote, but everybody else put sales and marketing. I'm like, okay, then I'll go and change it. So I went and created a high profit sales, and then I made the price super low. You want to get in? It's $12.50. $12.50 to get in right now. Early bird special. You got to get in before, I think I put September 15th. So I'm like, as long as you're in before September 15th, as long as you got your deposit in, it's $12.50. So all you got to do is drop your deposit, pay the rest. November 21st and 22nd, it's only, I think the deposit is like $500 again. Right? So I made it low, didn't make it expensive, try to make it possible for people to get in. Hit back up the person who said they absolutely positively wish they could do it. And then they came back and said, I can't. And I'm like, what? They're like, I can't. And I'm like, why not? And then the excuses started where I said, woo, stop. Because as soon as I hear excuses, by the way, I'm like, woo, pause, stop. Nope. I said, quite honestly, I can't. This is one thing I can't do is I can't do your excuses and I can't do negativity. Right? If you have reasons, that would be different, but you got excuses, and I can't do that. I said, so I get that the time's not right for you, and it's cool. You wished for something. I made it happen. You asked for the opportunity. I created the opportunity. Turns out that you're not prepared for the opportunity. And that's fine, because I told y'all before, it's not about luck, and it's not about preparation meets opportunity. Preparation meets opportunity meets action. You got to have a fire under your ass and you got to take up on the opportunity and you got to be ready for it. So I don't do can'ts. I'm a very spontaneous. Somebody said, hey, Dawnna, can you go blah, blah, blah? I'm like, let me check my calendar because I'm going to try to make it happen. And if I can't make it happen because I have something on that other day, I'll be like, listen, this date isn't going to work. Let's talk about this one. In other words, how can we make it happen? That's what it's about. How can we make it happen? Anyway, that's all I got for you today. And I really hope that this helps you change your mindset next time you say you can't do something. And be honest. There's a difference between can't do something and don't want to. That's the other thing I cannot. Now, I loathe people. I loathe it when people bullshit and say, I can't do it when they don't want to. Just say you don't want to. Shit. Nobody's going to break if you don't want to do something. Just say you don't want to. Anyway, if you're interested in going to high profit sales and marketing because you're like, Dawnna, all this funnel bullshit and telling me to be on social media 800 times a day and telling me to do all this, it's not working for me. If you really want to know how to turn your business and you want it to make money, you want to turn your business into something at the next level, and you're like, I know I got something good, I don't know how to sell and market it, I just don't know how to do that, then check out High Profit Sales. Like I said, it's $12.50 is the early bird. That is going to go away on the 15th. It's going to go up. So if you're interested, get in. We left, I think I made it 20 spots because it's just a boot camp. So I made it 20 spots. So if you want to get in, get in. It's going to be Orlando, November 21st and 22nd. I am not going to sit here and tell you, and I'm going to do one every quarter. I'm not saying that. I put this up. If you're interested, get in. I'm not saying there's going to be another one because I don't know that there is yet, but I know I put this one up for people who want to get in, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you that I'm going to do another one. I'm not going to say that. So if you want to get in, this is probably your first, last, and only time if you're really interested. Anyway, that's all I got for you guys. Do me a favor, though. Share this right now. Like, just click share and then click like. Please, please, please share this because I hear so many people. There's so much negativity in the world nowadays. And it's not the stories that we're telling each other. It's the bullshit stories that we're telling ourselves that's hurting us. We have to bring that to an end. Anyway, I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will talk to you later. Holla.